All right, good afternoon everyone and welcome to the Adaptive PE channel. I'm Scott Lohmann. We're going to do a 10-minute stretch for general conditioning today. We're going to use these straps. These are OPTP straps. But keep in mind, you do not have to use one of these straps. You can use a towel or an old belt or anything you may have. All right? So we're going to get down on the mat here since we're doing our stretches. Okay, now what this stretch routine is designed to do is to get your hamstrings, your hips, your back, everything a lot more flexible, okay? Because I'm sure many of you are feeling stiff right now. This is a good way to loosen up, okay? All right, first thing we're going to start with, we're just going to lie back. We're going to strap that foot, as you can see right here, with the strap, and we're just going to pull that leg back, okay? Now, keep in mind, I'm going to turn sideways now, so you can better see what I'm doing and understand that you want that knee straight. Do you see how straight my knee is? You don't want the knee slightly bent with the leg all the way back. Get the leg, get that knee straight as possible before you pull back, okay? Okay, good stretch there. And you know, stretching should not feel really painful. It should only be slightly uncomfortable. You should just feel muscle tension. All right? All right, now next thing we're gonna do, keeping tension on those hamstrings. We're just gonna bring the leg out to the side. Now, I don't have a lot of range of motion on my right leg at the moment. Still experiencing a right leg injury that I've had since the end of, actually since early February. So, being really careful with that. Okay, you want to hold that. You're going to feel stretching in the adductor muscles, which are your groin muscles. Okay, now we're just going to get back to the middle again. Again, get that knee straight as possible. Pull the leg back. Okay, now we're going to cross the midline. Yeah, I wouldn't do this stretch if you've had a hip replacement. I would just stop right in the middle, but if you haven't had a hip replacement, then there's no reason not to do this. Feel that stretch? I have good news. The mics have come in, or they haven't come in yet, they've shipped. So they're supposed to get shipped to my house on Wednesday, and today is Monday. Okay, go ahead and relax. Okay, now we're going to strap that left foot. Get it nice and straight. Again, you want that knee straight as possible. I'm going to stretch those hamstrings. Okay, keeping tension on the hamstrings. Just bring the leg out to the side. And like I said, you should just feel the tension. It should not feel like it's very painful. It should just be, you should just feel the muscle tension. You should just feel mildly uncomfortable, okay? When you're stretching. Okay, now we're going to bring this back to the middle. Again, make sure that knee is nice and straight. Okay, now we're going to cross the midline. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is bring both knees to the chest. We're going to go right foot over the left leg. Gently drop the legs down to the left. Keep the shoulders flat, arms spread out. Okay, both knees back to the chest. Now we're going to go left foot over the right knee. Gently drop the legs down to the right. Shoulders flat, arms spread out. Okay, now we're going to get on all fours. Actually, before we do that, let's try a quad stretch. So what we're basically going to do is put that strap, I would do it like this actually. I would put the strap, these little loops around the foot, and what we're going to do is just turn over onto our stomach, and we're just going to pull the leg far back as it wants to go. And you know, because I've had this injury to my right leg, I have some limited knee flexion right now, and that's about as far as I can go. What you're going to see when I strap the left side will be a little more range of motion. And that may be the case with several of you. Maybe you have a knee that's needs to be replaced, or I don't know, maybe you strained it somehow and you don't quite have the range of motion. This is a good, careful way of doing it. Okay, you notice it's over my shoulder, but I do it on the opposite side. Okay, now we're going to slowly come out of that, and we're just going to flip it over the other way. So we're going to strap that left foot, the other foot, and what I'm going to do is turn over onto my stomach. And again, I'm going to bring it over this shoulder, opposite shoulder, and you probably notice I got a lot more flexion. And guess what? That's my surgically repaired knee. Pretty impressive, huh? All right. Stretch that out. Good. Just hold it. And if you need a pillow or something, you can do that too. Try to keep your spine straight. Don't hurt your back. And okay, now we're going to get on all fours. And what we're going to do here is basically a lizard stretch. We're going to bring one leg forward, one leg back, and drop your arms in the middle. I'll try to show you from the front too. Just like that, arms in the middle. You can even hold your foot down if you need to. You're going to feel a stretch through that hip on this side, on the forward leg. You'll even feel a stretch in the hip flexor on the back leg. Okay, go ahead and relax. Now we're going to go the opposite way. Bring that left leg forward, right leg back. Feeling a good stretch. Keep that foot flat. And relax. Okay. Now, you should be feeling some relief in your hip and glute area, even in your lower back if you're experiencing tightness. Next thing we're going to work on is our adductor muscles, which is your inner thighs. We're going to stretch those. Now, the way to do that, you're going to point your feet out to the side. Okay, this is called tactile frog, legs apart. You're just going to bring your hips back, just like that. And you should feel a pretty intense stretch in your inner thighs. Now we're going to do another variant of this in a moment, but let's just stretch this out now. And okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to move the feet in a little bit. We're still going to point them out to the side and bring the butt back. And you'll feel the adductors will be a little higher up than they were, in terms of the feeling of the stretch. little bit higher up the leg. Butt back, try to keep that spine straight as possible. We're going to hold it for another 15 seconds. And relax. All right. That's going to be our stretch for today. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions about stretching in the future or anything else you want to focus on. But these are the areas I know were really tight. If you do want an upper body stretch, here's a simple one. This is called the Appelese stretch. So what you do is you just throw this over a shoulder. You take your hand and you grab the strap here. And then on the other side, you pull it forward. And you keep pulling it forward, and you depress that shoulder blade. Now it's my right shoulder, you can see it's getting stretched. That's called the Appelese stretch. A person named Appelese very humbly named it after himself. Okay, we're gonna hold that a little bit longer and relax. Okay, let's do the other side. Same thing, flip it over the shoulder. Left hand, loop it in, pull this one forward. Now, we're stretching that left shoulder. And as you can see, I have more range of motion in my left shoulder. This is not as intense of a stretch for my left shoulder as it is for my right shoulder. It's pretty tough. Okay, hold it a little more. You just pull down on the strap here and make it tighter. And relax. Okay, everyone, that's going to be it for today on our general conditioning. Like I said, if you have any questions or any ideas about videos you want in the future, leave it in the comments section, all right? Hope you're having a great day. Thank you.